So I finally decided to lock back in on my browse-based channel, and you can see I revived it from 3,000 views per day, fucking ass shit, butt cracks, the dog's bollocks, to now over 50,000 views per day, and we're pacing 100,000 views the last 48 hours. We're guaranteed to hit it basically in the next hour because of my latest current videos. I'll actually show you real quick. Look at this absolute beauty. 73,000 views, ranking first out of 10 the first 16 hours. We have a 12.7% CTR and a 7-minute retention on a 14-minute video. So this is above 50% retention, almost 13% click-through rate. I want to show you the exact strategy and formula, which I've changed almost. And if you apply these steps, you're going to absolutely crush as well. Shameless plug as well. If you do want to work with me directly and have me implement the exact strategies to grow your own faceless channel from whatever it is right now to 10K a month, 15K a month, these are the same implementations that helped dozens of other clients who currently work with me. We're going to scale them to 5 figures, even multi-5 figures in 2026. Link in description. You can apply. Click on that video. There's also a 7-hour long free training down there, but I'm not going to get too much sidetracked. The first thing that you have to understand when kind of reviving a dead channel from 10K views to 48 to 100,000 views per 48 hours is that your packaging is basically the telltale make or break, because packaging and the idea that you have curated is what drives attention to begin with. You can have a Mr. Beast level video. You can have the world's fucking best producers. But if your packaging was a black screen, guess what? You're going to get 5 impressions and -1 views. So the problem that I see within every single content creator, whether you're posting content in a storytelling AI niche, even in AI kind of sleep history videos, this could literally work for that even as well. But it mainly applies to storyline based browse videos. And so if it's like law, body cam, crime, streaming, compilations, accidents, all of these niches, fighting niche as well, all these niches that requires a lot of hands-on activity, your packaging is making and solving the idea to the viewer too early on. You're selling the entire point and story way too quick and early. One thing about packaging you have to understand is that the simpler and dumber you make it, the more intriguing it becomes. The more of a curiosity that you can drive to your viewers, the more they feel like, holy shit, what's going to happen next? And then they feel like super in need of clicking on it. And they have that massive urge because of curiosity and because of lack of knowing the full picture. You're going to have a massively higher potential of earning their click and getting their AdSense dollar. I see you guys title content like mother shoots abandoned son and he dies 2 hours later, hospital couldn't save him. Like, what the fuck then are you clicking on the video for? The entire storyline was pretty much summarized in your title. Rather, if you made an example title, by the way, this is all going off the top of my head, so I'm completely eyeballing this. But if, as a better example, you did something like when mother misfires a firearm at her child. That's it. When a mother, or when a Karen, even better, when a Karen misfires firearm at his son, ... Who's not going to click on that? And then you see that the thumbnail now, not exactly being a copy of that, but maybe rather something that complements that exact title. As an example, maybe like a shot wound, or maybe like a kid screaming, something like that, where it's just like, what the fuck is happening next? That, although it might get banned, that's a very extreme version or example. That will drive you infinitely more clicks than something that just solves a storyline. The viewer is not supposed to know everything. The viewer is not supposed to know and understand exactly the whole idea. They just need to have enough curiosity to click on the video and move forwards with your YouTube channel. That is so important. If you can solve this first one, you're basically set within this entire business model. But that's just one point. The second point, the hook of your video is optimized, or it should not be optimized, but right now that's your problem. It's optimized for retention, not curiosity. This basically drives into my initial point. Curiosity drives attention. Attention drives views, and views drives ad dollars. This is how you get paid. If you optimize your hook or the intro of your video to be fast-paced with crazy music and saying all this bollocks, but then you're just kind of exposing the entire narration and the entire breakthrough or payoff. There's no reason for people to watch and continue watching. The only reason my latest video has a 7-minute retention on 14 minutes was because it drove nothing but pure curiosity on what's going to happen later in the video. It's actually even better if you have minimal retention tactics. I tell my clients, hey dude, I would rather you lessen the editing and lessen the overall quality of production to try to make the overall storyline and script more curiosity driven than to be the vice versa, hyper focusing on talent and having no curiosity driving in the intro. That is what sells everything. Curiosity is what drives a click, and then curiosity is also what drives the retention, the remainder of your videos. So it's not even about having really, really good quality editing throughout the entire 14 minutes. It's just having a hook that meets the expectation to what the viewer is trying to get from just clicking on it, and then giving them kind of like a foreshadowing thing, whether that be from your script or whether that be from the actual footage and the pixels on your screen. You have to foreshadow them into the idea that something crazy is going to happen later on in the video via curiosity. If you master that, the third point is to not focus on a good headline, which is like the title of your video, but spiking high emotion. YouTube in a nutshell is basically just mastering the psychology and emotion of what makes the human click on the niche that you have chosen. If it's an AI sleeping story YouTube channel where it's mostly AI, it's mostly fiction-based stuff, you have to make a packaging that sells the idea of a relaxing sleep. You have to sell the idea of something that really makes people want to watch. That way they don't have to continuously spam watch 15 different videos before they get boring and fall asleep. So it has to be like ultra boring, ultra long, at least a couple hours, some bullshit, some dog shit like that. But again, that's a really, really different niche compared to like an action-based niche, like boxing and fighting. If you were to take the boxing and fighting niche or the compilation niche where you're just sticking a ton of like car accidents into one massive compilation video, both of these are going to be videos that you want to make sure it has nothing but like holy fuck emotion. The title itself should also intrigue nothing but emotion. And again, the emotion you're shooting for is curiosity-driven emotion. But the issue I see is that so many people, I've even had clients experience the same issue. And that is the issue of copying competitor formats, competitor titles, and just copying what seems to be working without understanding the logistics behind it psychology-wise. The psychological reasoning on why most people click on a video is because of emotion. You have to then spike the right emotion and the right mood depending on the niche you're in. And honestly, all sorts of packaging and formatting works, whether that be long packaging, short packaging, whether that be having lowercase in all your titles or uppercase letters. It doesn't fucking matter. It's all about the right emotion that you are spiking to the viewer. And when you understand how to psychologically give off a high emotion within just reading the title fairly easily, you're going to get a lot of clicks. You're going to get 100,000 views in 48 hours. You're going to get 70,000 views in the first 16 hours, and you're going to get a nice payday. The RPM on my channel on these videos are $6 to $7. That last one, the had a video like 60,000 views beforehand. That got $7 RPM. So 7 times 7 is basically $500 I made within 24 hours of my latest video. So massively important. I think that is it. Okay, yeah, these are the main 3 points. I'm not going to go over them again. You can kind of pause over and go through them. If you absolutely apply them, you're going to absolutely crush. And if you want to work with me, because I'm flexing on you in Dubai in my $2,000 per day split across 3 people. Wait, no, I don't even remember. Basically $2,000 per day split across 3 people per day. Fucking Airbnb, penthouse, whatever you want to fucking call it. First link in the description. I have a 7-hour-long free training that you can watch, and you can also work with me if you feel like you are ready to get some actual results.
Right, so I'm currently at my dashboard on smmshiba.com, and do not get confused by the website names. SMM Shiba and SMM Dodge are actually the same website. So all you have to do once you've created yourself an account here is to go on list, click on this category icon, select, and here you want to select something, basically any option that says from with video. So I'm going to choose this one right here. And this should be already fine. 2014, 2017. Yeah. Now I'm going to click on buy, confirm. And now you can go onto your product orders and you will see this is pending. All right, the order is now completed. This didn't even take 2 minutes. What you want to do now is you want to copy that ID, and we want to be organized, right? Especially if we have multiple channels, you will not find them again. So make sure to save it somewhere.